The comrade on our screens is called Sulek, and he's probably the most famous fitness influencer in the world at the moment. What makes him different from the rest of the fitness influencers? How did he reach over 2 million followers on YouTube in a matter of months? So today we're gonna analyze his workouts, diet. We're also gonna discuss whether he vaccinated himself or he went to Chernobyl on a vacation, because that acne on him ain't nothing. And since he's probably using a lot of steroids in the moment in order to gain mass, we're gonna be discussing whether he's gonna live up to 30 years of age, or he's gonna push the doses higher in order to gain more mass and more popularity. So Sulek is 21 years of age, and I often start with analyzing people's diets. But I'm gonna break up the tradition a little bit here, because it's slightly idiotic, so I'm gonna start with his workout plan. We have a lot of things in common with Sulek. He has long hair, I've had long hair before, it didn't turn out well for me, but whatever. About the workout, just as I do and recommend, he trains until failure. Of course that's not for everyone, but it's a good idea to have sets until failure in your workouts. But to be honest, in order to have a good body, you don't need to have a big brain. You can be a moron, an idiot, and still have an amazing body. Having a good body is like having a Ferrari. You may have started a successful business from scratch, but it's more probable that your dad bought it for you. It's the same with your muscles, it's a gamble. If you have good genetics, you're gonna have a much easier time putting on muscle. The thing Sulek gets right is working out until failure. And as far as I'm aware, he does not have a workout plan. He works out by feel. He may decide to change exercises, sets. Of course he does follow some rules, but he mostly grows because he trains until failure, he trains really hard, and he's probably injecting a huge ton of steroids into his ass. Combine that with good genetics and personality, and we have a famous fitness influencer. Your muscles need a reason to grow if you want them to grow. No matter whether you're going to the gym or moving rocks all day, if you provide them with enough stimulus to grow, you're gonna get bigger. And you're gonna adapt to the weights you have to move. Don't get me wrong, of course, the better your workout and diet plans are, the better you're gonna look. Especially if you don't have the 1 in a million genetics of Sulek. And since you probably don't, get your things in order, with decent workout volume and intensity, or you're gonna look like me, and yes, that's a threat. So let's move on to the next question. Does that guy vaccinate, and why do I think he vaccinates? Let's go back 9 months in time. Looking at his physique, he has smallpox. Or he's just abusing steroids. It's either one or the other. And as we see, 9 months ago, his physique was not as good as it is now. In 9 months, he's gotten more shredded and bigger. After all, he's 110 kilograms or 230-40 pounds, something like this. At a height of 5'11 or 180 centimeters, which is a lot, especially if you're 21. So the fanatics are gonna say, he's gonna be dead in a couple of months, in a couple of years, he's not gonna reach 30 years of age. They're all gonna blame the steroids. But lads, steroids don't kill you that easy. Yes, they will damage your body, they will permanently damage your body, but rarely do they lead to death. Yes, we do know people who have died because overdosing with steroids. People who have gotten too big, too fast. But at the end of the day, millions of people use steroids. People who don't even look as good as I do. People use them because they have insecurities and they want to cure them. They want to look bigger and get more respect. Maybe because of girls, maybe because of money. There are a lot of reasons you could use steroids for. If someone comes to me and tells me, I will give you $10,000 a month and you use steroids, I will immediately hand him my bank account. YouTube, believe me, can be an extremely profitable platform or job. Sulek is making millions. He's making so much money that he can probably retire in a couple of years. So he's willing to do some damage to his body now. And yes, there is irreparable damage, but he's willing to take the risk probably. As I said, the very small percentage of people who use gear die, but a lot of people have acne, gyno, problems with the internal organs, which if you're a normal person will lead to an expensive bill of medication. Also, when you do something very bad for your body, you must compensate with doing something good for your body. Just like if you have a wife but you still want to go on dates, it's probably not gonna be a good idea to invite your mistress at home. The hotel is gonna be safer.
or you will increase your likelihood of having a divorce. The analogy is the same with gear. If you're doing something bad for your body, do something good in order to compensate. Sam Sulek's diet is atrocious. Chocolate milk, milk with cereal, fast food, and that guy needs a cow of his own because he's just drinking milk all day long. This time with donuts. He's like a bull, a child bull. He drinks milk and he grows. As I said, you don't need a lot of brains in order to put on mass. If the soil is fertile and the seeds are healthy, big and strong plants are gonna grow. From what I can see, Sam Sulek has extremely good genetics. He's using a lot of gear, he has a bad diet. About the workout plan, I would say it's decent. He trains until failure. I don't know much else though. But he is damaging his body, and he's damaging his body a lot. And it's a good idea to stop abusing his body like this. Because after all, health is most important.